I've listened to all the comments, and a lot of common sense and logic went into your positions. I had the opportunity to sit down one-on-one, well, not actually one-on-one, but with Mr. Cates, the developer, and we had some pretty pointed discussion about this, and he explained a few things to me, and this is the way I understood it. The program requires the developer to follow what I call an algorithm or protocol using census tracts as a foundation by which the developer accumulates points to compete with other developers to qualify a potential development to be included in a LIHTC program. So he had to score a bunch of points for different criteria from that algorithm. And what I found out as part of that is that it turns out that this is a HUD program, and it's a social engineering tool. And if you go back and listen to what Mr. Cates said during his discussion at the last Planning Commission meeting, I listened to that. And the tool was designed to move small pockets of low-income housing into larger areas of middle and high-income properties. So he was using the tool he had to work with from the federal government to get him to here. What I have a problem with is the state and federal government that's using social engineering to tell me how to use your tax dollars and my tax dollars and build what they want us to build where they want us to build it. That's why he was adamant, and this is just my opinion, saying the only place that I can put this development is on this piece of land.
This particular opportunity zone scenario was more or less like a carve-out of a bill passed by Congress, Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017. And it was designed to encourage long-term private investments in communities left behind by recent national economic expansion. And our Governor, McMaster, identified 135 opportunity zones. And my question is, in giving input to the Governor, who represented Georgetown County in identifying locations? Where we are right now at Howard Auditorium, this is the west end of Georgetown. Opportunity zone, this wasn't included. You have from Merriman Road and High Market Street out to the city limits, that wasn't included. You have downtown Main Street, Andrews, that wasn't included. You have west side of Andrews in dire need of housing. That wasn't included. And I'm at this point in time where either it goes back for further review before we make a final decision on where we're going to move on this project.
Suffice it to say, we do need housing. I don't think any of us can blame a developer for following the incentive trail that's been provided by our government, and we can all be critical of where some of those lines were drawn and where some of these opportunities were placed, but that was typically done at a federal or state level. And again, we can debate why we didn't have input or where they should be or not be, but they are where they are. And so again, I think that it's natural that a developer is going to follow the incentive trail. It's also a goodly distance from Wedgefield. I certainly wouldn't want to impact on an existing community, but I have live in Waverly up on the neck, and within a mile of Waverly there's quite a bit of multifamily. There are all kinds of housing at all kinds of income levels, and I don't think it's impacted the values of the Waverly community.
Right. If what we've just observed for the last 30 years on the Walkmall Neck, poor planning, now we have high density, every every complaint we get from the Walkable Neck area is from, let's doing the same thing we did over there. Now we're going to bring it to the west side of the waterway. We need a better plan for these developments. Yes, the county needs affordable housing. The county needs low-income housing. There's too many places in the county that we can utilize this better.
The item on our agenda this evening does not pertain to low-income housing. The agenda item is whether a planned unit development presently owned by Tidelands Health or its subsidiary should be rezoned to allow multifamily housing. Most of the items relating to this matter touches upon why it should not occur. I keep looking for comments which would say that it can occur. If this were to happen, I never knew America as being a place of can't. I don't think Georgetown County is considered a place of can't. Changes occur. America is not a place of can't. Neither do I believe Georgetown County is. I recall not in the so distant past when all children learned together. The alleged advanced students were placed in the same classroom as the alleged not so advanced students. They learned from each other and all succeeded and strived for the best. I also remember in the not so distant past when it was said that the merger of two county schools would not work. It would only lead to violence and destruction. Those merged schools have created a centralized blue ribbon school. I believe in America. I believe in Georgetown County. I believe in unity within our communities. I believe in looking through the external and concentrating more on the internal. I believe in, instead of concentrating on why it can't be, concentration should be on how it can be. I believe the requesting zoning change can be, and it can lead to a blended, better Georgetown County.